Marcus Johnson here caught quite a bit of attention from his performance on Wednesday at Pro Day, and he joins me now in studio to talk about it. People were buzzing about your efforts at Pro Day. What did you think of your performance?
I felt good. You know, it's always room to improve, but overall, I felt confident in everything I did, and I felt prepared. So it was a combination of just hard work, being focused, ready when the time came, and, seizing the opportunity.
I got to think there were a lot of nerves leading up to that. What was that like the morning of?
I couldn't sleep, honestly. I woke up, I slept good until about 4, and I was kind of just tossing and turning the rest of the night, just ready for it. But it didn't affect me too much. I got up ready to go and went out there and did what I had to do.
What do you eat in the morning ahead of something like that, especially with, tough drills that you've got to go through?
Yeah, you want to eat light, fruit, stuff like oatmeal, water, definitely. So I carry on my little gallon of water, but yeah, not too much. You don't want to drink or eat too much.
That's because they put you through a pretty rigorous set of drills. Let's go ahead and start and talk about some of these drills that you went through. Like I said, you did impress a lot of the scouts. We start with your vertical, and this one you logged a 37-inch jump here. Is that what you expected?
It was. I was definitely in the range of 36 and up, so 37 was something that I was, proud of.
What was the highest one you had in practice?
35, 36. So it was definitely over what I had. So.
That's exciting. And then now we have your 3-cone drill. How hard is this one? This one looks like it takes a little bit of effort.
It does. I had to do it twice after doing the shuttle 3 times, so my legs were starting to give out at that point. But it wasn't. I was able to finish it, so that was a good thing.
All right, now this is the one that got a lot of people buzzing. The 40, faster than anybody on Texas Pro Day, 4.38, and that was pretty fast. And then this one was the one that everyone was really talking about. Your training here on the bench, 22 reps more than any wide receiver at the combine. How did that make you feel? Swole, I would think.
Yeah, definitely felt good. Proud myself on strength and everything like that. So being able to show the scouts, doing that 22 times. Like I said, that was something else that I hadn't done when I was training. So it was good to, be able to get that out. I'm sure it was adrenaline and other things that helped me do that.
Just turned into Superman on Pro Day. All right, what goes into the training aspect of it? I mean, I think a lot of people look at some of these drills and want to know, what are you doing to prepare for it? Do you actually go through a lot of these drills several times during the training aspect of it?
Definitely. I was in Katy, a place called The Lab, and they really helped prepare me, as well as Footwork King out in Cyprus. But it's just repetition, honestly. You have to keep doing it over and over again. It's, no secret formula. It's different things that you can use to shed time, but overall just repetition. And that's what we did throughout the time there. And, we didn't lift too much, nothing like that. We're preparing for certain tests, and that's what we did when I was there.
Who else were you training with? I know a lot of times you guys train with other guys in the Big 12 or other guys from Texas.
We had one guy from Kansas named Ben. He was with us. But besides that, a lot of guys were, all over the place. We were scattered around. We had a guy from Cal, a couple of D2 guys that were all Americans where they came from, and we all pushed each other, and we had great results.
What was the feedback from the scouts on Wednesday?
Definitely positive. Coming in, it's a chip on my shoulder. Not too many of them talking to me. Waiting to see what I was going to do. For me to go out there and do what I did, it was definitely a blessing. Came out healthy, of course, and they definitely gave positive feedback.
One of the things a lot of people were saying that you're pretty much catching everything that David Ash threw at you. How did it help to have a guy that you were familiar with throwing that ball to you?
The crazy thing about David is when I started training with him, me and DJ, he hadn't thrown in about a year.
Really? And
the first day we went out there, he was zipping the ball. So we was like, man, you're ready already. We don't want to, wear your arm out or anything like that. And he came out Pro Day and he threw exactly how he had been when we were training. So I thanked him afterwards and I told him, man, we needed that. And the Pro Day wouldn't have went as well as it did without him.
Much credit to David Ash. All right, let's pretend I'm a scout interviewing you for a team.
Mm-hmm.
What do you bring to the football field that other wide receivers that I'm looking at may not?
Definitely dedication. Whatever y'all need me to do, I'm willing to do it. I bring size, strength, and I feel like those are the keys to success. That's something that's gotten me as far as I am today, and that's something that will carry me along throughout this process.
What are some of the things that your highlight reel that we're looking at here may not show about your talent on the football field in terms of your athletic prowess?
A lot of people don't really realize is the time that I spend, after practice, the time that I spend in the film room, and the things that I do outside of it. And I try to stay consistent as possible with things like that. And sometimes it gets hard and hectic with school and everything else. But at this point, school, that's not the issue. It's football 24/7. So wherever I may go, God willing, it doesn't matter. my dedication and focus will be on football, and it will be helping the team win. And that's what I'm going to continue to do.
I'm talking about Marcus Johnson in 5 years. Who do you hope that your game is mirroring?
Honestly, I couldn't tell you. So many great guys out there, and I definitely love to pave my own way. But going into a team with so many great receivers and so many different guys you can learn from, and that's my biggest thing. Continuing to learn. The day that you stop learning is the day that you can't you stop getting better. And a day doesn't go by where I want to continue to better myself. And I know wherever I may land, that sometimes you have to mirror guys, and you have to take what works for you. Some things may not, something, you never know, but definitely do that.
I've got to think this is what scouts want to hear. All right, what is next for you? Got any visits planned?
I have one with the Texans in April, but besides that, just talking to teams, continuing to work. That's one thing. The pro day was one step of the process. It was one piece, but it's not over it by any means. And wherever I may land, I have a lot to prove, and I have a lot to show these teams. And I can't slow down. This is something that it took a lot of hard work going into it, and next week we're back on the grind. We're back working again, and that's what I'll be doing. So
I loved covering at you at Texas. I wish you the best of luck. I'm looking forward to more good things from you. Thanks for coming by the show.
Thank y'all.